Very fine, folks. Thank you for stopping by. As promised, we told you folks the last time that we were doing a video for the GospelText mission that we would resume where we left off at the Deborah location. We're going to move from that location and come to this local proximity here in Echo Bay, and then finally we're going to bump ahead to the southern shores of Lake Superior, and we're going to show you what we're doing up there. Now, this is by no means an exhaustive reporting of all the signage that we do in the area. We did get a report from London, and that report indicated that we have a total of 102 signs in this area. 31 of those are 3x5s, 3 of those are 2x3s, and 66 of those 102 signs are 5-foot by 10-foot signs. So what we want to do down the road is, after we perform at least a fair degree of upgrades, we'll link them up with what we've done with these videos so you can cross-compare and see some of the upgrades that we've done. And then down the road, I'd like to do another video with the GospelText mission and show you some of the other services that we do in relationship to signage. Now, in addition to that, there will be names, phone numbers, email, websites, contact information that we've posted up in the information bar. And I hope you enjoy the video. Very fine. So we're on the other half of the sign here in Deborah, and this sign here reads, "He that hath the Son hath life," 1 John 5:12, and this one here we're going to have to freshen up. It's pretty worn, as is the other side. Well, the other side's a little bit worse, but as we're here, we might as well do them both at the same time. Okay, very fine. We're down here in Deborah, and we're looking at the first half of the double-sided sign. We just refabbed it, and this is like a brand new sign now. It's a little bit difficult to letter. The surface was kind of like an orange peel effect, so it was a little harder to letter than normal, but we got her done. And we'll take a look at the other side. Okay, very fine, and this is the other half of the double-sided sign here in Deborah. And we touched up this girl as well. They'll both last about 7 years, 6 or 7 years. They're a little bit exposed to the elements, but they've been holding up pretty good thus far, surprisingly. And that's the upgrade on these two signs here in Deborah. Okay, very fine. We're at Deborah now, and we're at the double-sided 3x5 site near the arena. We're looking on the one side. On this side, this sign looks quite worn. We'll probably re-letter this one. I didn't initially do this, but we'll probably just replace it. And so this is the one side, and this is the other side, and as you can see, this side looks a lot better. So we'll probably just do a little bit of touch-up on this side, but the other side will most definitely be replaced. Okay, so here's a gospel sign we did. I believe we did this one here somewhere around 1998, and it's holding up quite well. It's 11 years old. It's starting to fade a wee bit. We could probably come back here. The surf looks good, probably clean it down, and then just freshen it all up, maybe throw a coat of clear coat on this girl, and she should hold up for another 5-6 years. So I'm quite pleased with the shape this thing is in, given that it's 11 years old. So we just got this one logged in for the record. This is the Evoy residence here just outside of Echo Bay, and we'll just log this one with the rest of the signs that we have here. Okay, we're just located outside of Echo Bay, and if my memory serves me correct, Andy's father helped us erect this sign, and I think this one was done in 1997, so it's been up for what, 12 years now. It's fading. It's not too bad yet. It can be still read quite well, but we're going to freshen this girl up, and we'll see what she looks like on the back side when we get her all touched up there. Okay, very fine, folks. We're up on the southern shores of Lake Superior. We're at Gully River, and the chapel site here has a number of signs. I'm just going to record these for the record. This is a 3x5. A 3x5. We lettered this up back in 1996, I believe. So it's been up for 13 years. It's still looking quite well. So we'll move on to the next one. And surprisingly, they're still in quite good shape. A little bit of a touch will go a long way to sustaining these signs for quite a while yet to come. They've been up for about 13 years, and they're well shaded here, so they've been holding it quite well. And we'll probably just do touch up on these signs here, and they'll carry over for another 5-6 years. And this sign's a little more weathered. That needs a little touch up. It needs a little touch up, and we're going to go ahead and touch that girl up. But it should last another 5 or 6 years. All in all, they're all in relatively good shape. Okay, this one here I did not personally letter, but it's holding up not too bad. It's getting quite weathered, however. Probably just touch this little girl up. It'll carry over for a while. And this is mounted right on the barn here at the Gully River site. And this old girl here is pretty much weather worn. We're going to have to replace this one. The material is still well, so we'll probably just take it, strip it, recoat it, and re-letter it. Okay, this little girl here has lived out her days. She's going to have a permanent place of rest. There's nothing we can really do with it. The metal is pretty much shot up pretty bad there, but it served its purpose. And we'll just replace this little girl with another sign. And here's one of our small 16 by 24 signs. It's holding up very, very, very well. Nothing to worry about there to replace. This is one of our smaller magnetic signs. I think they're 12 by 18. And of course they hold up very well. This is mounted on a door. But these are also available through the GospelText mission. Okay, very fine folks. We have our company here from the GospelText mission, Arilla, her husband Charles, and Florence is the one in the middle. And these parties are busy about putting up signs, finding locations, see what has to be done, and we look forward to see them continue on in the work here and some of the sign work that they're doing. Okay, so we're at the Gully River location. This is a pretty old sign here. It needs to be touched up. Still quite in good shape, given it's been probably about 18 years since this sign has been put up. I can tell by the old address. So this sign will just pretty much touch up, freshen it back up, and then throw it back up here. Okay, we're at Gully River at Mountain View Baptist Church. This sign looks quite good. I didn't personally letter this sign here, but it's holding up quite well. So this will probably stand up for a couple, 3 years, maybe a little bit longer. So this one here we can pretty much leave as it stands. And we're off to the next one. Okay, very fine. We're at Gully River on the Anderson Road stretch, right at the end of the road. This is a 3x5, as you can see, is very, very, very weathered. It's pretty much toast. We're going to end up replacing this 3x5. Okay, we're in Gully River here, and this is a small 3x5. We're going to take this girl in and do a refab on it. And we'll show you what it looks like later on after we get that completed. And we're at George Ellis's residence here at Water Crescent Lane in Gully River. And this sign is holding up quite well. I didn't personally letter this one, but this is standing up quite good. So it looks like we're going to let this one sit for a while. And then we'll show you some of the old sign faces that we accumulated that'll have to refab later on. Well folks, we hit the gold mine here today. We're able to salvage 70 of these 5x10 signs. These signs will need to be cleaned off. We're going to refurbish them, and we're going to bend them back into shape on the few that are a little bit damaged. So we salvaged 7 5x10s, and we were also able to salvage 4 3x5s. So this will go in for the record as raw material that we'll be able to do more signs with, refurbish the signs, re-letter them up, and then redistribute these signs to new locations. Very fine. We went back to that location just outside of Echo Bay on Reed's Road, and we decided to take that sign down, and we're going to find a new home for this sign. We're going to freshen it all up, reface it, and find a new home for it. So this is the old sign at Reed's Road just outside of Echo Bay. Okay, very fine folks. I hope you enjoyed the video there. Should you have any questions concerning these types of signs, by all means, click on the information bar. All the information will be posted there. Names, numbers, email addresses, websites, the whole kit and caboodle will all be laid out there for you. And I thank you folks for stopping by. Have a very good evening.